Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back actually to another Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 video. And today was actually meant to be a King F350 video on X-Plane, but I recently got the Carenado PA34, basically the Piper Seneca 5 on Flight Simulator 2020, and I thought I would do not a review but basically a general look around and just an overview, actually not a review, an overview of the aircraft. So, and it's not going to be in Kenya. We have a November registered aircraft here, and we're actually in an airstrip. If I'm not wrong, it's called Serena Station. The identifier is there, but this is the airstrip. I believe it's in the southern sides of America, South American sides, and it is quite an interesting airstrip. There it is. So we'll do a flight from here, short flight from here, land at another airstrip towards our left somewhere there. We'll land over there and that will conclude today's flight. It will be a very short one, but I do hope you enjoy it. So this is the Carenado PA34. It's really good looking, and it's a Seneca 5. Yeah, people know it as a Piper Seneca mostly, and it's quite a beast. This aircraft is a Seneca 5, but its avionics are still our beautiful six-pack, as you can see. We do not have any G1000 or anything. This aircraft is also available in X-Plane 11, but in X-Plane 11 we have a Garmin 500 installed into the sim. So without further ado, let's get this aircraft started. I'm not too sure about I've not flown this aircraft in real life. I do know a bit about its takeoff speeds, its landing speeds, and it's obviously flap stages are just like the Piper, 10, 25 and 40, and yes, it has electric flaps, which is quite cool. I'm just going to set my mixture back either, all this, they move for some reason. Okay, and yeah, but it has our Garmin, our GNS 530 I believe, and GNS 430, which is quite good. And then it has also a digital view actually of our manifold pressure, ITT and RPM, which is quite cool. So let's get this aircraft started. We can get rid of the static elements. Static elements off, let's do off, and let's do pilot. Yeah, we'll just do pilot for today, and yeah, that's okay. And done. So you can view the outside quickly, and yes, you can see there's one pilot on board the aircraft, and it'll just be a very short flight. This scenery is actually quite amazing, and I have missed the visuals, the looks of Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. The dynamics are still a bit of a letdown for me, but the looks, I have missed them quite a bit. So look at the Seneca, it looks really good. Anyway, let's get in and start this aircraft. Okay, both you can use beacon on, nav light on. We can shut our door, keep our lighter, yeah, beacons on and nav lights on. Perfect. You can hear that noise in the background, quite realistic. And let's go start it. Let's put our pops fully forward and let's engage our starters. So left engine mixture fully rich, and there we go, engine lights. The sounds are quite realistic on startup. And let's engage the fuel pump can come on, then right fuel pump on, and engage starter. Switch that off, sorry. Starter. There we go, mixture is rich, avionics on, taxi lights on, strobes, and also landing lights, because we're just going to take off right from where we are. All that looks good. Our weather radar, we don't really need it at the moment, so we'll just continue without it. And yeah, it'll be a very short flight actually, so let's just line up. One thing let's look at the sound, let's hear the sound. One issue I did have is the sound of the aircraft. It's not 100% like the Seneca when it's full power. So I'll just demonstrate that to you what it sounds like. As you can hear, the sound is not as realistic as the Seneca, but at stages before that, it does have a good sound on it. It's not like it sounds bad, but it's not 100% accurate. So we'll just proceed. Let's just disengage parking brakes. Let's start going forward a bit. Put our flaps 10 on our takeoff. Hold by. Oh, no, that's not fast. Oops. We'll just be taking off right from here. I don't know, is that a goal? It looked like a goal post when I landed in, but it's kind of floating as well. But anyway, The scene is very beautiful though. So we'll just, what I'll do is I'll get ahead of this because this is quite a bit of a bump here, and obviously in real life you could strike your prop on this if you're not careful, if you're not holding back on your controls obviously. So just hold back on the controls and just kind of find the smoothest way above this bump and then bring our aircraft back into the center for the takeoff. Okay. There we go, set our parking brake. This can be the inside. Okay, we'll slowly start advancing our power. Everything looks to be operating normally the way it should be. Let's go full power for takeoff. Okay, full power is set and we'll release our parking brake. Obviously these plants are not flat, they're not meant to be that long on the runway, but there's no worries. It's quite a strong wind actually. I'm using a lot of right direction on my rudder. So let's become airborne. Yeah, with the flaps they did help us quite a bit. And we have a positive rate, we'll gear up. And we'll put the RPM back a bit and throttle back a bit to reduce our manifold pressure. And we can go a lap down. That's basically the airstrip. Quite a challenging airstrip to come into. But now the airstrip we're going to is also even more challenging, so I do hope you like that. I'll just trim a bit down. So other than that guys, the modeling of the aircraft is quite realistic, the way it looks, the textures are quite realistic. Flight dynamics, like I said, it's okay, not too bad. I have had someone who flies the Seneca try it out, and they have commented that it's not as realistic as the actual Seneca, but the looks are insane, which is quite good. So I think with a few future updates, I think this aircraft should be, to what it is. But in my opinion, it is the best favorite aircraft I've had, in my opinion, for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. And I do have the Carenado 182. What else do I have? I definitely have more. I have the M20 aircraft, M20 OR, and then I have I definitely have another aircraft. I'll have to get back to which number one it is. But study level, I do have the CRJ 750, but I don't enjoy flying it in all honesty. I prefer X-Wing for those type of flights. The aircraft is quite trimmed quite well. So this eye indicating 0 about that. So our next airstrip is just somewhere here. It's a very short hop. Should not take too much time. But yeah, like look at that beautiful view. You have these nice engines that gives you that confidence that this is a piece of an aircraft. So on that side, and you can hear the sound. It's like a very confident sound in these engines, which is quite cool. So let's go back to our position, our upper position. And you can see this is the digital monitoring system, I guess. I don't know what else I can check. I can check quite a bit. Fuel, we have 30 gallons roughly in each tank. Oh, temperatures, that's quite cool. I never knew about this. Fuel, use 1 gallon remaining 16 and 2.7 hours endurance, I'm guessing. So our electricals, anything below that. Our RPM. Quite cool. It's quite cool. So now I believe that is the airstrip right there. So what we're gonna do is there's no windsock, so and obviously there are no fellow pilots online who could tell me the winds. But let's just start descending down. And this aircraft does have the gear horn, so if I put the gear up right now, there we go. The gear horn comes on, letting you know, get your gear down. So we'll get our gear down just to please the aircraft. And yeah, we will come in from this side. So we'll just do a left downwind. Obviously, right downwind is quite tricky because of our hills. We'll just do a left downwind onto that runway, and it should be good. It's Karate Airport, interesting name. Very interesting name. Let's go flaps one stage. this aircraft is quite fast, so even I was doing circuits earlier at Wilson, and it was definitely quite fast. You had to make your circuits, you had to do quite a few circuits to cover up the same amount of, let's say, if you do half an hour in this aircraft and half an hour in 172, that half an hour in the 172 with no traffic would give you like 3 touch and goes maybe. This one will give you maybe 4, maybe 5, because you're quite fast. But it's quite a fun aircraft to fly, in all honesty. I'm definitely enjoying it. Just view the outside and see what we look like at the moment with our flaps set to 10 degrees. And obviously the common rule is pitch for speed and power for height. And I think that's quite accurately represented in Microsoft, because if I was to add power, the aircraft pitches up straight away. Reduce power, it now starts dropping as well. As you can see, it's dropping, and our speed is also dropping, which I find quite realistic. So I'm definitely enjoying that aspect of Microsoft, and also the turbulence. It's quite fun, at least, to fly with some challenging conditions. So that's our airstrip. So I currently, if you were doing a normal circuit, you would call downwind of the runway that we're landing on, and we would have to, this is probably an unmanned aerodrome, so we'd have to broadcast it on like an unmanned frequency or something, and see if any other pilots are in the vicinity of that airstrip. But you can see a few aircraft parked over there, so we will be coming right overhead those aircraft. So what we can do is, once I get abeam the edge of this lake, this section of the sea, I will start turning in for my left base, and it'll probably just be a continuous turn to face the runway, but we won't come too close because of those hills. So actually this might even be a bit late, so we could even start turning in now. And we can just even drop our flaps to 35. We'll do a short field on this one, so we'll go full flaps, which is flap 40 on the Piper. So Cessna 172 flaps full is 30 degrees. So the Piper is 40. We also have to watch our height, and in the turn, this is about a medium level turn, so obviously you want to maintain your VSI at 0 now. You can just start trimming down a bit, because the aircraft is going to tend to pitch up. Start reducing your power a bit, and you can even go full flaps now. As you can see, it's quite turbulent. Just trimming it a bit. Yeah, the aircraft's over there, you can see. Reduce the power a bit. I believe the approach speed is 85 knots in this aircraft. Power now. Holding it. Not a bad landing. Quite a good landing. I just about a parking brake just so I stop. There's a PC-12 there. That's a nice aircraft. I hope they do release a PC-12 for this film. I'm sure Carenado will work on it, or any other developers, which would be quite sick. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a short flight, and we've landed. What we'll do is we'll backtrack this runway. Should we park in the PC-12? Nah. I think we can park, honestly we can even park on this side. Get off the runway here, headlights off, strobes off, and then just park the aircraft like this. And that's it.
Romeo Charlie Echo traffic November 202 Delta Alpha is clear of the runway.
Yeah, you've done our clear runway for any traffic coming
Romeo
in.
Charlie Echo traffic November 202 Delta Alpha is clear of the runway.
Okay, so we can enter the cockpit. We can just get our all electrics off. We can even do, I'm not sure if they do dead cut in this aircraft. This has an interesting layout because it's a modern Seneca 5 which comes with these switches up here, as opposed to, I'm not too sure if the other Senecas have keys. The older Senecas, I'm not 100% sure about that. Please do let me know if they do, but this particular model has its mags and everything up here. So just go our electrics off for now. But that is the Carenado PA34, or commonly known as the Piper Seneca, and the Seneca 5. I do hope you enjoyed that short video, and stay tuned to the channel for more of these videos. The King Air video is definitely coming, I do promise that. But this is just a quick thing because I thought people maybe would like to purchase, whoever has flight sim would like to purchase this aircraft for their sim. So I thought it would give people quite a good view on what the aircraft is. not a detailed review at all, it's not detailed, but it just gives you a look of the aircraft and just a general outlook of it. But in my opinion, highly recommend it. If you do want a nice twin engine payware aircraft for Microsoft, please do go buy this aircraft. I have not tested the Seminole, I have not got the Seminole, and personally I'm not really a fan of the Seminole, so that's why I thought let me just save up and wait for the twin engine Seneca to come out and go for that. So it has come out and there it is. I do recommend it. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have a good remainder of the week. And as always, if you do like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and do hit that bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you very much, guys, and have a good evening. Let me stop the aircraft down. So that was a 7-minute flight. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you have a good evening. Bye bye.